This is amazing. We're making some good progress here. We know everything's going to be okay. We're going to do so great. I mean, how could there be anything bad that'll ever happen to us whatsoever? Secret of the village underside. Huh. I wonder what that could be. Could it... Wait a minute. That name. It rings familiar. I see that Yoshi egg over there. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of this one mission that I don't know. There's that one mission and it involves some kind of secret course. It has a secret in the name, and you know it's hard to remember, but something feels very sinister. I have no idea what it could be. Huh. Well, I'm just about a minute in. I didn't even say an introduction. So, anyways, hello everybody. Welcome back for more Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. In the last episode, we entered Pianta Village, and well, we did a lot of dog training, and you know, just being the dog whisperer. But well, in this episode, we got another secret course. I mean, you know, I have no idea what it is though. I mean, I can't remember what it was though. I mean, maybe something just definitely wiped my memory. I encountered, you know, a guy wearing a black suit, and you know, I was having a nice chat with him, and then I don't know. It feels like I was telling him some kind of story though, but I can't remember what it was though, because what he did was that he put on his sunglasses, and then he had this some kind of device. He pulled out a device from him, and then he flashed something at me, and then now I can't remember what it was. So I don't know. So well, what we have to do is that we have to find a secret course, and then we have to you know, give Yoshi the spare, so you know, just get across these mushroom platforms. Well, there's a lot of wonder mushrooms around here, so I mean, you know, we could get those, but there's one on top of those mushroom platforms, but there's also some other ones that's gonna be like almost impossible to reach. So I didn't want to risk it because it seems like suicide. So, well, yeah, we needed to get rid of this juice over there. So well, let's go in, and then there's our secret. So this should be our very last secret course. And well, I mean, unless I'm thinking of others. So let's see what this entails. So there's that shine sprite. Night Sky. Pianta's walking around. Yeah, let's see what this guy. I mean, he's got some for us here. Let's see. Hello. Howdy, I'm a Chuckster. Wait, Chuckster? Did you say Chuckster? What do you mean? What do you mean Chuckster? What are you doing here? What are the Piantas? Well, I'm a Chuckster. I'm a Chuckster. Oh no. Oh. Fuck! No. No. Fuck. Okay. Alright. This is it, folks. This is a Chuckster mission. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the worst. The worst secret mission in the... Oh my god. Okay. Let me just say this here. Who in the right mind thought this is a good idea? Who? Whoever thought this was a good idea needs to first be bitch slapped, and then be kicked the shit out of, and you know, and also smack their faces against the wall, give them a good ass smacking, and then take away all their employment compensation, and then fire them. Oh my god. Okay, so anyway, all that out of character side here is going to go on a more serious note here. So anyway, just back to what I'm going to say here. For what this mission entails is that you see all these Piantas, well, they're Chucksters is what they are, and so you have to talk to them, and then, of course, you know, they say their lines, and then they throw you over to different areas. So, yeah, that's actually what they do. So, here's the biggest reason, and oh my god, this last section can go fuck itself. Because, okay, so let me go ahead and explain what you have to do. So, the biggest problem with this here is that you have to go at a certain angle for them to actually throw you, because once they throw you, you have completely lost control. You are locked in, and so chances are, if you're locked into something, you actually get in the wrong position, chances are you'll be thrown out to the abyss, and you will fall to your death. Here's a good example. See? I try to use the analog stick. I have no control. I'm locked in, and so because I was placed in the wrong position, then he threw me over to the abyss, and then I fall to my death. So you want to make sure to go to the right position, so that way there it'll take... Oh my god, that was close. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what the whole mission is in a nutshell. So we got the Shine Sprite, and listen up, guys. I did attempts for that one there. I did so many attempts for this here, and I ended up getting stuck on the the end part where, you know, he walks around. That's also another problem here, is that they can walk around too. So you want to make sure to get to the right spot, and, you know, just make sure to just, you know, but like once you're in the right spot, then you'll be able to go to that area, or whichever area they're going to. So just go to the right position here. The only thing that that can actually be more beneficial is just by tilting the camera over to the overhead view. So that way there you can actually be able to see very much, you know, you get a better vantage point on where the Chucksters will throw you to. But, yeah. Oh my god. That... You know what, guys? And I'm also going to say we're going to be going back there again, because guess what, folks? Another red coin mission, and it's way worse. And, you know, you'll definitely see it there, but, well, I mean, I'm going to talk more about that once we actually get to the missions. God, why? Why? But, okay, we're done with this now, so... But, again, we're going to be back to it here, so... Anyway, this mission here, Pianza's in need. So, yeah, we're under a time limit here, which, this one, I mean, you know, it's not hard. You know, all you have to do is you have to find the Pianzas that are submerged in lava, and they're perfectly... What the hell? Whoa, okay, who exactly are those Pianzas? They are... So, like, you know, if Mario touches the lava goop, then he it's straight like lava. He gets his ass burned, and he could, you know, just die in a few seconds. But the Pianzas, however, they are, you know, they're completely submerged with only their the tree protrusions on their head just sticking out. But they're completely fine after that. They're completely indestructible. Like, are they demigods? Do they have godlike powers that are, you know, they're completely immune to all the lava goop? What the hell are these people? Like, the hell? I mean, you know, I never liked most of the Pianzas because they're absolutely fucking jerks because of the way they treat Mario. And some of them can be some bullshit as well. They can't even think. It's one thing that they can't even think of all the logic and all that, or, you know, or just put two and two together and everything. But from a physical standpoint, when they're submerged in the lava, that can kill Mario in a few seconds. I mean, you know, there's also the other kind of goop where, you know, where Mario could just, you know, slowly take damage if he stays in there too long. But this is actually the most dangerous goop that there is, though, and they're unaffected. You know, they actually treat this whole thing as just some kind of minor inconvenience to them. Wow. I guess we've heard yeah, they're completely indestructible. Like, who are you guys? What are you guys? How are you guys? Why are you guys? God damn, this game is fucking weird. Anyway, so yeah, that's all you have to do. So yeah, there's a total of 10 Pianzas you have to save from the lava goop, and you're under a time limit. But at least it's not as clutch as most examples. After that, then, you know, just go and talk to the mayor, and then he'll give you this shine spray, which, okay, unless you're completely unaware what the whole situation is and how they'll, you know, I guess you must not seen the news, though. I mean, well, then again, though, it's, you know, it's more of a traditional village, you know, doesn't have any more of those buildings here, but You know what? I don't know. I guess I kind of grown numb to the occasion about the Pianza's holding the shine sprites and all that, but, you know, trust me, it's going to be worse than that one, so... Anyway, 7th episode, and as usual, of course, another Shadow Mario mission, and this is going to be the very last Shadow Mario mission for this game here, because, you know, after that, then, well, we see him one more time in Delfino Plaza or something, though, but, yeah, for all the levels here, because this is the last area in Isle Delfino, so, therefore, this is going to be the last Shadow Mario mission, so, Shadow Mario runs wild, and so... This one has a bit more of a challenge to it, though, because as you can see, Shadow Mario will have this fire goop all around him, and so he'll leave trails of the lava goop as he continues running around, and so you'll start painting them everywhere. So you want to be careful with that too. So yeah, it's a little more tricky because of it, but you know, just do what you usually do, and you know, just keep spraying water on him. As soon as I get to there, and there we go. Yeah, see, that didn't take long here. I'll remember this. Oh, yeah, thanks to Berto from, well, the GB version of Mario 2 USA. What was that thing? It was called Super Mario Advance. And she goes like, oh, remember this! Alright, so 75 Shine Sprites. And so, yep, so that was up for the, for all the Shadow Mario missions. So there's no more after this. That was the final one. And so I guess we move on to episode 8 of Pianta Village at... Oh, what's going on? Oh, okay, well, but hey, Shadow Mario's back, so I guess that wasn't the last one after all. Okay, even though I did mention him, you know, we're just seeing him again, but no, I guess that was the last of it. And oh, hey, the gate's open for this cave here. And wow. So Delfino Plaza's all flooded. Huh. Okay. Yep, that's actually what they mean by 7.8 too much water. Yes, folks, this is Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in a nutshell. But anyway, so yeah, after you do the Shadow Mario mission in Pianta Village, well, after clearing all of them though in each of the levels, yeah, so Delfino Plaza is all flooded here. So that means that we have to actually get to a new area, which would be called Corona Mountain. So yeah, we have to get to Corona Mountain. Well, actually, we don't have to though. As a matter of fact, so. Because of all the flood area here, the game outright encourages you to get to Corona Mountain, and so yeah, you see there's a flood here. So, oh man, this whole place is flooded. You know, we can't do anything else now because the whole area is flooded. Oh man, whatever shall we do? How do we solve all this? What is going on here? How? Oh man, is this the end of the game? We can't do anything. How do we solve all this? Well, actually, ladies and gentlemen, I will give you the most... There is actually a way for this. Yes, folks, there is actually a way that we can solve this, that we can actually drain the water. Yes, did you know that? Did you know that there is a way to actually, you know, surefire way to actually drain the whole water of Delfino Plaza and stop the flooding? So, you may be wondering, how exactly do we get rid of this flood? How does the water recede? Well... Guys, I will give you the most surefire way to stop the flooding from happening. So, here's what you do. We gotta go chase Shadow Mario up to this cave here that will lead us over to Corona Mountain. And Corona Mountain is, of course, the final level of the game, so we're kind of jumping ahead a bit here. It's a little sneak preview, but... however, folks, we are not going to explore Corona Mountain. Nope, we are not going there. We're just going to take a little sneak preview of this here, but we're not going to go through the whole area. So, what we're going to do... so here's a way to get rid of flood. So you have to do, just go on Corona Mountain, pause, and then select exit area. And then, watch what happens. You see the music is back to normal. We go around. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, there's still water here. God damn. Okay, I guess I lied to you guys. Okay, no, but, yeah, oh, hey there, Toadsworth. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So yes, this is it, folks. This is how you stop the flood, or make the water recede in Delfino Plaza. All you gotta do, just go to Corona Mountain, and then just exit the level, and then there we go. The flood's gone, and so, yeah, it's all solved here. That's an easy strategy for this. So what would you say, folks? Yeah, that's right, folks. You guys know that if you enter and exit Corona Mountain, the flood in Delfino Plaza will drain. It'll all stop. So yeah, there we go. That's an easy strategy here. Okay, yeah, I'm just totally joking here, but yeah, it's in all seriousness though, yeah, for some reason that is actually very strange though, and makes absolutely no sense where you just go in there and then exit out and then the water will drain. It's weird, but hey, you know, it's convenient, but yeah. But yeah, that's actually the reason why I had to do that here, because, you know, because you know, we're not done with this game yet, folks. Because, you know, I did say that we want to do this 100% completion, and so Oh yeah, first of all, we're not really done with Pianta Village. We want to get to the 8th episode, the Fluff Festival coin hunt. Oh yeah, all the Piantas together here, you know, all together. Yeah, because I'm a little festival here, which means that yeah, it's the red coin mission that we had to do. So, this mission, you basically had to scour the whole area to look for the red coins because they are spread far apart all over the place, and so yeah, this requires a lot of exploration for this whole area to get the red coins. So that's all you have to do. It actually took me a lot of attempts for this one here because yeah, I had to get that first red coin that's just down there because the trick to getting that one is just by walking off the bridge and then just using the hover nozzle to get to the area down below, and then that's how you get the red coin. Because the other strategies for this is very much risky, and I didn't want to have to deal with it either, because because the way it was and the way Mario had to use those girders as the wooden girders as the monkey bars, and it's tedious and it's very risky. I didn't want to have to deal with it though, so that's actually the quickest way to actually get to that red coin. So yeah, there's all the Piantas having a party here. They're all dancing together. You can't snag a piece of fluff without climbing way up high. So yeah, he's basically talking about those little fluffy floating dandelions that you'll see up in the sky. If you grab one of them, then Mario just will be able to ride on them, and then the wind will start picking up, and then they'll just start blowing over. But I'll show that off once we actually get to it, though. So yeah, this is basically the whole mission. It's where you have to get each of those red coins. They're all spread out apart, and so it took me a while to get those. It's one of the longer red coin missions because of it. So if you don't know where they are, then I guess you should have a guy with you on standby, or maybe just find them by sheer luck. Because they could be very well hidden, like in this jacuzzi that's in here. So yeah, that's what you gotta do. And yeah, it does require a lot of the water from floods. So just make sure you just fill them with water. And also, there's one under that bee's nest right here, which is yeah, I had to take this kind of risk here, which is honestly very terrifying if you ask me though, because seeing a wasp nest or hornet's nest for that matter is absolutely fucking terrifying for me because since wasps have been one of my biggest fears, and it still is to this day. I've had that since I was only 6 years old after getting stung by one. And that really traumatized me to hell and back, and so that's something that's never gone away at all. I know a lot of people were saying that, if you don't bother it, they won't bother you, which is true technically, but still, that doesn't make them any less terrifying. Well, to me anyway, but... Anyway, so yeah, I want to go back to what I was talking about with the whole Corona Mountain thing. So, anyway, so see, after you do all the Shadow Mario missions in each of the areas, then yeah, Delfino Plaza will be flooded, and so the game outright encourages you to actually go into Corona Mountain, and then that's actually where you get to the that will lead you over to the final boss. Yeah, that's what it does. So it's the final area because we already recall that that Bowser Jr. has escaped to Corona Mountain with Princess Peach with him. And so Flood outright says that they're heading over to Corona Mountain, which is, of course, the final area of the game. And so, because of that, then that'll just lead you over to the final boss, which, of course, obviously, I mean, it's not really much of a spoiler at all. It's a Mario game, so why is that even a spoiler? Against Bowser himself. So, yeah, we'll be facing off against Bowser. Because we already know he's in the game, because, we already did see his son, and he's mentioned a lot of times anyway, so, I mean, it's no surprise, really, but yeah, that just leads over to the final boss, and so, yeah, that's what it leads over to. And so, yeah, that's where we actually could go ahead and just end it off right then there just by getting into it, though, but it's way too early for that, though, because, there's a lot that we have to do first. A lot more Shrine Sprites and, that we have to pick up, so, like I said, I did say that, that I did want to do 100% completion, and so, it's not like one of those games where it would just lock you in and just have to beat the game and then get the rest of it. It's not really like that at all, though. Although I guess Galaxy does manage to do so because since they're over 120 power stars. Well, not over. I mean they're 120 power stars in total, but you won't really get every single one of them until after you beat Bowser first, because then there's the purple coin missions. But yeah, Sunshine isn't like that though, because once you actually get to Corona Mountain during the flood, but then you just leave from Corona Mountain, then the flooding will stop, and then you'll be able to get back to the areas in El Delfino to pick up the Shine Sprites that you missed. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever to have to, you know, enter and exit Corona Mountain, and then the flooding will disappear. But I mean, it's convenient though. So if you ever want to get the rest of the Shine Sprites, which of course, you know, be prepared for all that though, because they are absolute hell, then you know, by all means. Oh man, I was so close to getting that blue coin because I didn't want to get it there first. So, but yeah, you'll see. Yeah, those are all the dandelions I can actually just grab onto, and then and just ride them along the wind to get to those platforms. Because that Shine Sprite that'll appear after you get all the red coins, they will it'll appear like all the way over to the cloud platform. So, yeah. Hey, you know, it's Mario's own cloud right here, too, you know. Hey, you, get off of my cloud! Which is, I mean, it's actually supposed to be a reference to the song from the Rolling Stones, so. But yeah, that's what the whole thing is. So yeah, we actually did a sneak preview. We definitely jumped ahead to you know, seeing Corona Mountain right here, and so that actually leads to the final boss. But yeah, again, we're not gonna go there though, because you know, we're not ready yet. We haven't got all the Shine Sprites yet, so we're gonna save that for last. And you know, we'll just wait to get to Corona Mountain until after we get all the Shine Sprites, because you know, it's too early for that right now. So yeah, gotta wait on that first here, but. Yeah, we did do a sneak preview. I mean, usually I don't really like doing that though, but we're basically forced to actually just, you know, see Corona Map first and, you know, see what's going on, and then just leave us out there. We can actually get the rest. So in that kind of sense, though, you know, the whole thing with the Shine Sprites, you know, Corona Mountain can only be unlocked if you actually get to the areas of Isle Delfino, like, you know, the levels and all that, and basically, to unlock the other areas, you have to get to the 7th episode, which are the Shadow Mario missions. And so, once you get to all the Shadow Mario missions, then, you know, then that's when Corona Mountain gets unlocked. So, because of that, the Shine Sprites become irrelevant, for one thing. You know, unlike in Mario 64, where you only need 70 power stars to get to the final boss, because they power up the castle. But Shine Sprites are kind of pointless in a way, though. It's the only thing that matters is just chasing after Shadow Mario all the way to Corona Mountain. So, that's actually what it is here. So. Anyway, so now we're done with the main episodes of Pianta Village, but we're still not done. We gotta get the secret Shine Sprites. I gotta get the Chuckster mission. Anyway, so next time we'll be doing all that. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.